रेनबो पार्ट 2 के चैप्टर 3 के समरी के साथ मैं डॉक्टर सत्यजीत भगत इंग्लिश प्लैनेट भागलपुर पर आपका फिर से स्वागत करता हूं। यह समरी अभी तक के सारे उपलब्ध समरीज में से बेस्ट है जो आप ऑनलाइन आप प्राप्त कर रहे हैं। कृपया इसे ध्यान से सुनिएगा। This is the summary from the chapter 3 of Rainbow Part 2 of BIHAR board. The whole story moves mainly around three characters. The writer, who is Manohar Malgaonkar, Nanu Kaka, the maternal uncle of the author, and his mother. One day the writer comes to know through his mother that Nanu Kaka is arriving to his home for 2-3 days to meet some minister. The author does not want Nanu Kaka to come to his home, so he asks his mother to telegram to Nanu Kaka with some excuse to stop him from coming. But his mother says that Nanu Kaka must have boarded the train by now. The writer is under secretary on probation and has been taught to regard ministers higher than God. The author knows that it may take months to meet a minister. On his arrival, when Nanu Kaka asks him to arrange a meeting with some welfare minister, the author politely narrates his helplessness. Nanu Kaka then takes a pinch of snuff and seems to be lost in thought. The writer's mother is very excited to receive her brother, but the author gets dejected to find that his bedroom was allotted to Nanu Kaka. The author took Nanu Kaka to North Block to see the welfare minister, but after 2 hours he returned abusing in his mother tongue Marathi because he could not meet the minister, but could only get an appointment with minister 3 days later. While returning home, Nanu Kaka observed that some Ratiram waved his hands to the narrator. On inquiry, he came to know that Ratiram was son of Sohanlal Ratiram, who was party head in Delhi. Nanu Kaka met Sohanlal and came to know that Ratiram was in balance ministry and somehow had a rift with an ambassador. Nanu Kaka assured Sohanlal that he will manage the problem. Nanu Kaka took a pinch of snuff and started to talk about welfare minister. By the reaction of Sohanlal, he came to know that their relation was not cordial now because the minister had refused the proposal of his daughter's marriage with his son and instead had decided to marry her to the Prince of Ninnor. When they came back to home, the narrator and Nanu Kaka was sternly silent, but the next morning he was back to usual. This day he decided to pay a visit to minister's house. By using his own intellect, Nanu Kaka managed to get an enormous, princely and outlandish car, and the narrator was made its driver. Nanu Kaka dressed himself and looked every inch like a pandit from princely estate. When the minister's secretary asked his purpose of coming to the place, he said that he had no wish to disturb the minister. He asked for visitor's book and wrote his name as hereditary astrologer to Maharaja of Ninnor and gave out address, and without a delay he ordered the narrator to get to Sutkatta's palace, which he did not really mean. It was just a show off. They drove quickly home. They just had tea when a car with white triangle stopped in front of their house and the welfare minister stepped out. Nanu Kaka received him respectfully. After the meeting with minister, Nanu Kaka departed from the narrator's house the next day. The narrator is fearful of the situation if and when the reality is be revealed. He hopes that Nanu Kaka will not let his head down, or he should be far away when such thing happens. I hope all these summary extracts are helping you in your final exams. Just listen to it several times so that you understand the gist of the story and write in your own language. Thanks for